Hello and welcome to the Redmen TV. I am happy, I am excited, and do you know why? Because we closed that gap to 2 points on Manchester City once again by beating Burnley by 3-1. It was dog shit first half, it was terrible first half. There wasn't enough in the performance, we didn't create enough opportunities, Burnley sat back, they soaked it all up, we looked a bit just out of place. The changes probably didn't look like the right changes to be made, but none of that matters because Keita had his best game in Liverpool shirt and Liverpool turned it round to win the game of football. We go 1-0 behind, everybody's a little bit distraught. We were sat on the couches, I couldn't sit down anymore. I was having to be stood up and stuff because I felt so stressed, and I hate it when I watch football games on the television because I don't feel like I can do my part as a supporter. I bet every single person that away end today enjoyed themselves massively and will be bouncing out of Burnley 6 foot tall, and rightly so. I mean, James Milner getting us back into that game, what a finish that is, I'm telling you. The way that he just knows that Joe Hart can't dive down to that left-hand side and then uses that he can't dive down to that left-hand side, then put it past him down to that left-hand side. It's absolutely fantastic. James Milner, with the nous, he's played with him. He played with him at City, didn't he? That's why he knows. Joe Hart, save after save after save over there. Absolutely sound. Keita with a shot from distance. Daniel Sturridge, a great shot from distance. Couple of outstanding saves from Joe Hart. But in the end, Liverpool ground that result. So Klopp made the right changes at the right time. We were 1-0 when he started to make the big changes, of course. But then Roberto Firmino comes on, Mo Salah comes on. And then what a free kick, routine there. Trent Alexander-Arnold, they shift the ball. And then because they've shifted the ball, the Burnley backline moves back and just plays Virgil van Dijk on. Virgil van Dijk gets the ball across, bang, goal. Thank you very much, Bobby Firmino. And then all you heard was the Bobby Firmino song from about 69 minutes to about 75 minutes. And all I was thinking was, I just wish I was there. I really wish I was in there singing that song loud and proud as a Liverpool fan, because we can be proud of this team. Because this team, Andy Robertson said it himself after Everton, doesn't know when it's beat. We were playing poorly. And not only did we turn it around and win the game, we started to play well. There was a 5-minute spell before Burnley scored where I thought we looked at our most dangerous. Then we conceded, and I was distraught, but I knew that we had the ability in that side because we'd started to prove that we were the better side for me. Then we go and get those 2 goals, and then Alisson Becker, oh my days, Alisson Becker. That save, that catch, that rollout, that ball from Sturridge, that touch from Salah, and then the finish from Xherdan Shaqiri, and it is all over, mate. It's all over. It was just liquid. I mean, it was one-touch football from Alisson. He throws the ball out, 1 touch from Sturridge, 1 touch from Salah, 1 touch from Shaqiri. Ball back of the net, Burnley heads down, gutted, go away, no points for you. And then you look at it and you start looking at the other scores, and so I was keeping tabs on it all for us. Hearing that Wolves have turned around to beat Chelsea, a little bit disappointed with the Tottenham result, and then Manchester United and Arsenal slitting each other's throats, when I probably would have preferred the Man United win in that case. I mean, but the gap now is looking good to those 3rd and 4th and 5th place teams. It's something that we can deal with, of course. 5 points I think it is to Tottenham, and then 8 down to Arsenal and Chelsea, and the cream's rising to the top. Liverpool are there, Manchester City there. I've saw a tweet from somebody. In fact, I'm going to bring the tweet up now. I don't normally look at tweets and stuff on this show because it's me talking and stuff, and I'll get into the comment section later. I really will, but I felt that this was definitely worth a like on Twitter. So it's a Man City fan. Fuck off, Liverpool. They're like wasps at a picnic. They won't fuck off. Oh, that cheered me up. That cheered me up when I went onto Twitter, because if one of them's thinking it, that'll spread. That'll spread throughout the entire fan base, and it only takes one, and they've all been thinking it, and he's the first person that I've seen that's been able to vocalise that, and he shouldn't have, because now we're onto something. That's a crumb of something. It's that thread that we can just keep on pulling and keep on hoping to drag Manchester City back and overtake them and get to that top of the league table, because Liverpool, yes, we know they're not in the best form, but this is the best start that Liverpool have had to a top flight season in their entire history. That's what Jurgen Klopp's done to this side. That's what the lads on the pitch are doing right now. Each and every one of them are stepping up, knowing that they're going to grind out results, get the 3 points. Man, we're unbeaten 15 games into a league season. If you can't be happy with that, I do not know why you support a football team, because this is like apart from Arsenal, what us and City are doing right now is unheard of. We are absolutely dominating this league and making it bend to our will. Liverpool, Jurgen Klopp, each and every one of them. I love them all, and I just can't wait for the game at the weekend with Bournemouth now, because if we beat them, let's hope we can go top of the table before Christmas. It's going to be hard, of course it is. Manchester City are a great side, but don't give up on this season just yet. So I'm going to get into some of the comments. Tom, have you got one to get me going, my friend?
Yes, I do. Deem Corm, I guess. Good match overall, considering we field an obvious mixed bunch.
Yeah, and you know what? I've not even spoken about Naby Keita, and I wanted to spend the entire video talking about Naby Keita. You know, the way that he just sort of slaloms through players. He's got that little rollover. His touch is fantastic, and he looked like a driving force in the middle of that park. And when it was a bit part team, Dean, it needed someone to be the glue that held the performance together. And for me, when there were players playing poorly, he was able to do that. And there was times when we were sitting and we were chatting and we were thinking, is he playing a little bit too deep? Well, I don't know whether he was, because I like the fact that he could move with the ball forwards. We've been crying out all season long for Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain to get fit and be fit, and you know, we've missed those driving runs. Well, that's what Naby Keita did. And he was looking for the 1-2s, he was looking for Sturridge, he was looking for your Shaqiris and those types of players, and Divock Origi, and he was looking for those 1-2s, and he was fantastic. That left-footed shot that Joe Hart somehow turns onto the post, I think it was, absolutely superb. It was a bit of a disjointed performance. That's what you expect when you see Alberto Moreno, Joel Matip in there, and Gomez maybe moved over to right back. And I can't believe I've not even spoken about Joe Gomez. I'm so gutted for that lad. He is such an integral part of this side and what this side has managed to achieve so far this season. That I'm just fingers crossed that he's all right. If anyone knows anything of the Joe Gomez injury, has heard anything over the last sort of half an hour, 45 minutes, please let me know in the comment section. I really just hope that he's okay on that one. Tom, you look like you've got a tidbit of information for me.
I don't have any of that. I've got another comment if you want one.
I'll take another comment.
Brett Kraut says, imagine when Klopp decides to play Naby and Fabinho together.
Yeah. I mean, I've been trying to get that into my preferred 11s for days, like weeks. Nay, years. Why not years? No, it's something that I really want to see, because Naby can do the defensive stuff, but he knows when to break forward. And Fabinho's got that in his locker as well. I did a stats and tactics show this week on Fabinho, and he's got so much more to his game than people give him credit for. Yes, he's a destroyer, but he moves the ball 1 touch, 2 touch, quickly, head up, on a swivel. Where's the ball? Where's the pass? Where's the man? And that's what Fabinho can give. And then we got Naby Keita and his ability on the ball, and his touch and his vision as well, his ability to shoot. That could be a midfield too that we could rely on over the next few years in each and every game of the season. Now, Klopp had to rotate tonight, and that's great that we managed to get the result. You know, Alberto Moreno will do better for having some minutes under his belt. Joel Matip will do better for having minutes under his belt. Sturridge grew into the game. Divock Origi probably a little bit disappointing after the highs of Sunday night and what he was able to achieve against Everton. But you know what? I think it was disjointed first half. I'd argue that it wasn't disjointed second half, and maybe that was a little bit down to the changes and stuff like that. But I'm really, really, really happy, as you can probably tell, with the result tonight.
Paul Joyce has tweeted, Liverpool concerned about Joe Gomez ankle injury. Apparently he's gone for a scan tomorrow, and he's out for an undetermined period of time.
That's gutting. That's gutting if that's true. Just because of how good and A, he's an absolutely class centre-half, and he's getting better and better each and every week. But B, he gives us the option to rest Trent, and I think it's important to rest Trent Alexander-Arnold, and thankfully we've got Nathaniel Klein there, but I just don't know how fit that lad is at the moment, match fit I mean, rather than, you know, just able to play a game of football. And Lovren misses so many games of football. It's another illness. He was ill like 2 weeks ago. He picks up these niggling injuries and illnesses all the time. The lad needs a flu jab, do you know what I mean? He just needs more white blood cells or something. Like, I don't know what you can do with that. You know, if we want to speak to that new fitness coach, the physician, is it, the one we got from Manchester City, then maybe we should just tell him to put more white blood cells into his body so that he doesn't get ill. I kind of like that idea. I don't know how possible that is. I might be just making this stuff up. I am making this stuff up. I fully am aware of that, actually. But yeah, you know what I mean? And Lovren misses so many games of football, and Matip, for me, is your fourth-choice centre-half. And it's important that Joe Gomez gets back quickly, because another long-term injury for him, and, you know, that will really hurt us, like really, really hurt us, because he's been so reliable this season and so good. We got another couple of comments for us, mate?
It's kind of echoing the same sentiments. A lot of people saying they thought Henderson had a bad game. I want to know yours.
Well, you know mine, Tom. After 60 minutes, I turned around and said, listen, I like Jordan Henderson. I think these were verbatim. Listen, I like Jordan Henderson, but I don't see what he's offering us here tonight. And then about 10 minutes later, Tom, what did you say to me, mate?
Basically, he's turned his game around after you've told him to.
Yeah, and you know, me and Jordan are mates. Clearly, he could hear me through the television from 35 miles away. I do think he got much better after that, and you know, I was a little bit disappointed with his performance. I was, but he was a part of the team that turned it round, and I'm not making excuses for him here. He just got better into that game, but the first 60, 70 minutes, I can't remember what the minutes were, but I thought he was average at best. He didn't lose the ball. No one dribbled past him that I can remember of, but he didn't offer us enough moving forwards, did he? And I actually felt his position changed slightly. You know, I felt like we were playing a 4-2-2-2 or a 4-4-2, however you want to talk about it. And I've never seen Henderson cover the left back quite as much as I saw tonight. So his position probably changed. Maybe he was a little bit unfamiliar in that, in exactly the same way that, you know, I think sometimes maybe Keita ended up at right back when Trent was going forwards. It was just a little bit different today, and the formation, the changes, that all added up to a pretty poor first half. But again, it comes back to it. Liverpool have got that fight, shown that ability to get back into games and to win games. And Manchester City now are looking at us and with a dog shit that they can't get off the shoe, but we're really, really lovely dog shit, if that's a thing. We're just really, really good. Let's just go with that. Go on, one more.
Malik MP, not convinced with Matip in this game. He made more stink faces than he had touches.
Bravo. Yeah, he really did, didn't he? I've never really been convinced by Joel Matip. I know that he's got a good ability on the ball, but I don't really feel like he had that to his game tonight. You know, there was a couple of passes early on, first 20 minutes, where he did some good work, and then he tried to pass it inside to Keita, and the ball was just cut out and stuff. Now, I think that's down to minutes on the pitch. You know, it's very difficult to expect someone whose best side of the game is to see passes that other centre-halves probably don't see, and he has the ability to play them. Now, when he hasn't played for so long, I think that's probably just going to be take a little time to get back into. But if Joe Gomez is out for any length of time, we're going to need Joel Matip, so the minutes are going to be good for him. So yeah, like, you know, again, I'm not Joel Matip's biggest fan. I don't think he's crap. I think we're too bipolar sometimes on football players. Like, you think they're good and you think they're shit, and some players are just okay. And he's a very good fourth choice centre half, to be fair, but I think that probably is where he is, do you know what I mean? Anyway, if you've enjoyed the video, please do drop a like on the video, subscribe to the Redmen TV, please join the, I don't know, 310,000, 312,000 subscribers that we've got. And if you want more content, well, we've got a 15-minute instant match reaction show coming out. I'll be live in 10 minutes with the player ratings show as well. Then tomorrow, I have got Ian Byrne of from the food bank saving us. Bloody hell. He's trying to save people, not me. We've got Ian Byrne, we've got Michael Epic coming in, and we've got Les Wright coming in as guests on the final word. So we will dissect this game in great depth and detail. We've got the Reds News Roundup coming out on the website as well. Now's a good time to subscribe. Feel good factor around Liverpool's great. Feel good factor in the Redmen TV studio is fantastic. Get over to the redmentv.com and subscribe. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time.